Dear students, myself Kiran MP. I am working as assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering in Government Engineering College, Kushalnagar. In today's session, let me have a discussion about quick tour of PHP. I mean, a brief overview of server-side scripting language, that is PHP. We will have a discussion about PHP tokens. Okay, I mean PHP variables, PHP constants, PHP statements, condition statements, and so and so. Now, let me have a look at the agenda of this session. First, let me have an introduction to, that is quick to PHP. Okay. Next, we'll look at PHP tag. Because it's a scripting language, it is dependent on some other language, right? Even PHP tags we need to include in our HTML. Means PHP tags will be combined with HTML. Next, we'll look at comments in PHP scripting language. Sometimes we may require to write comments. So we can write comments are of we have heard about single line comment, multi-line comments, right? So how to include comments, we'll see. Next, we'll see what is variable, as usual in all other programming languages. Next, what are the data types that PHP supports? Next, what is constant? So next, when a PHP script executes, okay, PHP script executes, it may generate some output. How those output can be sent to client? I mean, how those output will be returned to HTML document. Got it? So what is the statement available in PHP to write output? So next, let me have a discussion about string concatenation. Suppose we have two or more strings. How to concatenate those two strings? Okay, what is that concatenation operator? At the last, we will see one more formatted output statement, that is printf, like what we have in C, right? It's a formatted output. It produces a formatted output, right? Similarly, in PHP, we can generate a formatted output using printf. So now coming to introduction to PHP, we know JavaScript is a dynamically typed language, right? I mean, there is no data types, explicit keywords like because we know in C or C++ Java we have explicit keyword, say int, float, double, to declare variables of that type. But while discussing JavaScript, I said it's a dynamical type. Means a variable can be of int type initially. Later, it can store a value of float type, or even later it can store a value of string type, or even an object type. And hence I said in JavaScript there are no explicit keywords like int, float, char, string. So there's only one keyword var, right? So similarly, PHP is also a dynamically typed scripting language. PHP uses classes and functions in way consistent with object-oriented languages like C++, C#, and Java. And the syntactic structures of statements like condition statements or looping statement or just an assignment is almost exactly like JavaScript. Now the very important, very basic, the main part of PHP is PHP tag. Okay, almost all PHP file, all PHP file, not almost all PHP files should have an extension .php. And these .php files, I said in the previous session, those files need to be saved in the folder htdocs in exam. And this PHP files are a small piece of code that exists on the server side. Got it? All those code need to be enclosed within the PHP tag, that is Angular bracket question mark PHP. It's an opening tag, and the PHP script should be within this, and there should be matching closing tag question mark Angular bracket. So any code within these tags will be executed, and the output will be returned to HTML. So any code outside a tag is directly echoed to the client, that is directly echoed to the HTML source file. So now coming to PHP comments, we have heard about single line comment, multi-line comments. Okay, one second. We have heard about comments, right, in other programming languages. Similar to that, we have comments in PHP. Suppose there are the, three types of comments. One is now single line comment, the other one we call multi-line or block comments, and the last one is an end of line comments. Single line comments will begin with hash. Okay, multi-line comments is similar to other programming languages. It begins with slash star and ends with star slash. So end of line comment, it begins with double slash. Now coming to variable. I said variables in PHP are dynamically typed. It means initially a variable can refer to a memory location that contains an int value. Later this memory location can store a float value. Later this location can store a string value, or even it can store an object. So variable initially might refer to an int value, later it can refer to float value, later it can refer to a string or even an object. So we call variables in PHP dynamically typed. So for declaring variable, okay, here we don't have any keyword like we are as it was in JavaScript. Just we will make use of dollar symbol. To declare, say for example, to declare one variable name count and to initialize its value number 42, just we use $count equals 42. And PHP script need to be terminated with semicolons. Now coming to data types available in PHP. The first data type is Boolean. We know Boolean means either true or false. The next data type is an integer. Integer means a number, it's a whole number without decimal point. The next number is float, which allows numbers with decimal point, that is fraction. The next data type is string. Next, in PHP we have an object that is an array, a collection of data of any type. At the last we have one more object, that is object. One more data type that is named an object. Clear. So now coming to constant. So constant, we know that it's a memory location in which once the value is initialized, that value can't be changed further. Okay. So constant refers to memory location whose content remain forever. The content in memory location can't be changed. So in the previous slide, I said to declare a variable, we use dollar symbol followed by variable name, and we can assign value. Later, to change that, we need to make use of again dollar. Say, coming to previous slide, here I have declared a variable name count using dollar and initialize value 42. Later, suppose if I want to change the value 42 by something else, I need to make use of first statement say dollar count equals say 50. This is how. So we need to make to access a variable, we need to prefix it with dollar. Now coming to constant, okay, constant can be declared using define. Okay, and once constants are declared and initialized value, we are not going to use dollar to access further. As you can see in slide, I've declared some constant name database underscore local, database underscore name, and they are initialized with some values. Clear? So later, in order to access this constant, I need not have to make use of dollar symbol. This is about constant. So to access a variable content, I need to prefix it to dollar, but to access constants, we need not have to prefix dollar. Now assume that PHP script executes, generates some output. Got it? And this output need to be sent to client machine, that is to the client side machine, that is to this browser. This browser can be an HTML file, right? So now the PHP script, once it executes and if it generates an output, they ought to write that output to HTML source file that is sent to client machine. So for that we have a statement known echo. So you can see, suppose my PHP script wants to write a message say hello. Got it? It can make use of echo in one of the two forms, either echo with parenthesis or just echo with double quote. So next, let me say in my PHP script there are two string variables. Okay, so I need to concatenate those two strings to form a single string. So what is that? Is there any operator available in PHP for string concatenation? Of course, like plus in Java, the string concatenation in PHP is a dot. Dot acts as string concatenation. It concatenates either of the two strings, concatenates the two strings which are passed as an operand to it into a single string. Now I will look at this example. Now in this example, I declared one variable named username and it is assigned a value void. I declared a variable named username and it has been assigned a value void. We know it's a string literal, right? It's a string. Now echo, I said it's going to write some message to an HTML file. It's going to write something, right? Some message. So just have a clear look at this echo statement. Here I've used statement is something echo within double quote as specified hello. Later there is a single dot. Then I'm using dollar username. Clear? So in this echo statement, the first word, that is hello within double quote, is a constant. And this hello is now appended with the value that is stored in variable username. Because username is a variable, I said in previous slide, I need to access through dollar. Clear? And what is this dot between hello and dollar username? Dot acts as string concatenation. Got it? So now It concatenates the word allow with the value in username, that is word, and result will be allow word. Clear? So sometimes we might be in some cases double quote and single quote work similar, but not always. Like have a look at this example. I said PHP is going to write to HTML file. Okay, suppose I want to write an header tag to HTML file. Okay, so I may include that h1 header tag. Okay, within double quote or within a single quote, doesn't matter. But I said not always. Okay, but double quote and single quote doesn't function same always. Have a look at this example. Here I have specified that the string to be the message to be displayed within a single quote. Okay, within a single quote. But when PHP wants to write image tag to an HTML file, it uses that image tag, it specifies source, and the source file name should be in double quote, right? We remember. So source file name is specified in double quote. Image source equals 23.jpg and the file source file name is in double quote. But I will look at this example. Echo I specified the message, the output to be returned to HTML file within double quote. But what happens now? See here, double statement is something double quote, angular bracket, that is lesser than img source equals. Now, what is this backslash preceding double quote at the file name 23? What is this? Why I place this backslash preceding double quote? Now, this backslash acts as escape character. Suppose if I haven't included this backslash, what it would have done, it would have assumed that it's an end of the message. So now I want means it's an this character wouldn't have been written. So this backslash acts as escape character. So it returns the double quote. It's not treated as end of this output. Got it? So again one more double quote is going to appear, even that is not done, so I am placing backslash to escape its meaning. At the last I am placing double quote without backslash because this is the end. So similarly we have several examples in this slide, and you need to be cautious. Here I have used dot, and you need to know that dot is a string concatenation PHP. Got it? The first is echo message, and listen, that first is an echo that is in PHP file, and what output that's going to generate is returned to HTML source file. Okay, but dot is a concatenation. You need to be clear with that. Now printf, there's one more. Suppose sometimes I want to generate a formatted output. Okay, like in C++ we have printf, right? We'll use %d, %f, %s, which we call placeholders. Okay, so same to generate a formatted output, PHP supports a statement known as printf. Using printf I can generate formatted output. You can see in this example there are two variables, one is product and the other one is weight. The product is a variable initialized with string value, weight is a variable initialized with floating point value. So I am printing them using printf statement. So this is about a quick tour of PHP. Thank you.